My favorite concealed carry is the new SIG Sauer P365.
So my favorite gun for concealed carry is the P238 right now, but I haven't got my hands on the P365 yet, and I'm pretty sure that's going to replace it.
My favorite competition handgun is the SIG Sauer P320 or the P320 X5.
Well, you took my answer. My favorite pistol to compete with is the P320 X5 for the win. For me, my favorite long gun has got to be the MPX. It's cheaper to shoot because it's 9mm, less recoil, less noise, and more fun and more time on the range. So, MPX.
My favorite long gun is the SIG Sauer MPX. It's a lot of fun. Anything you can put lots of rounds of 9mm in and shoot at a high rate of speed, it's exciting. Kind of what I'm thinking about mentally right before I go out there to shoot is just to execute the plan. All the work is done. I've visualized, I've gone through my process of knowing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I prepared my equipment accordingly, and that last thing before the buzzer goes off is I'm looking at a specific spot on the target I want to engage and just thinking about executing that plan.
Ditto. Okay. Really, my mental game right before I go and compete is, for me, putting my earplugs in, putting my muffs on, taking the last few minutes or seconds even to sit down, close my eyes, and just run through my mental plan over and over and over again. Because if I have it perfect in my mind, and with my eyes, when my eyes are closed, when I open my eyes and can actually see targets and like do it, it makes it so much easier. So I want it to be perfect in my mind, so my body kind of just does what it's supposed to do and I don't have to think about it.
My favorite match I look forward to throughout the year, I mean, there's so many. I just enjoy shooting. More than anything, I enjoy competing with my peers and doing whatever it takes to win. And the preparation beforehand is really what I enjoy most, because there's a lot of folks out there who want to win, but there's not a lot of folks out there like me that want to put in the work to do the best that they can. But if I had to pick a match, it's unfortunate we don't get to shoot very many of them, but the Pro-Am Shooting Championship is a lot of fun. It's all knockdown targets, and it's done under a par time. So for instance, there may be 35 targets, but you get 18 seconds to run through this course of fire. Some of us may finish halfway through. Some of us may get all the targets down. But it's a very fun, exciting sport, and you never know when that buzzer is going to come. You always kind of feel that part time creeping, so you start going faster, mistakes start happening, and there's a lot of mental test to that. So I enjoy the Pro-Am Championship.
So my favorite matches of the year, I kind of like, within 3-gun, there are a lot of different types of 3-gun. So you can go to really physical matches, you can go to matches that are called bay matches that are known for speed. So I kind of like to mix it up. And my favorite really physical 3-gun match, which you gotta mentally prepare for this, is called Blue Ridge. You talk about, we do some wild stuff. I've shot out of moving golf carts. I had to go upside down on a rope thing to go from one tree to the next with all my gear on, to jump down and run around and shoot over some stuff, to crawl over some big teepees and go through tube slides, all in like one stage. So it's wild. So I look forward to that every year, but it takes a lot of mental prep and like preparation of your body to just go and get beat up, but it's really fun. Oh, you know, my favorite snack is probably those little Nutella cups with the pretzels. They're at every Walmart, every gas station. You can find them. That's what my fat kid wants, like my inner fat kid wants. And then like my healthy side is like, oh, I really like I think they're called 1 protein bars. And then I'm like, good job me for being healthy. But Nutella.
My favorite snack on the range is some sort of lean meats. They have these little protein packs that you can get. There's like 10 or 15 grams of protein with cheese, maybe like a lean meat, and maybe some crackers or nuts and whatnot. Either that or some sort of protein bar. Something that's going to keep me going throughout the day and not keep me too high or keep me too low. So just something that's going to be nice and smooth. Lean protein, some sort of fluids as well. I'm always drinking water on the range, and I make sure I have plenty of Powerade Zeros as well to kind of keep me going, my electrolytes. If I can go back and talk to my younger self in my shooting career, which I started at 5 years old, started competing when I was about 8 years old, I would probably go back and tell myself to not be as crazy as far as going through the reps 100 times over and over and over and over again, as fast as you can, as hard as you can. I would go back and work on the proper fundamentals at a slow rate of speed. So that way I can really learn and digest what it is I'm trying to accomplish. Because if we go 110% speed, you remember 2 things. You remember the beginning and the end, and nothing in between. And all that stuff in between is really where it is, the meat and potatoes of what we're trying trying to do and how we get better. So I need to learn step by step, by the numbers, through the process of exactly what I was trying to do. So maybe it was the draw stroke. Instead of just trying to do 1,000 draws as fast as I can, I would go back and do 1,000 draws at half speed with proper form and proper technique. That way in a stressful situation, I can revert back to that training and be perfect and be proper and not have all these issues that I had over the years trying to get to where I wanted to be. Now I'm in a certain spot where I understand that. And maybe it's because I'm older and I have children and I can't put that wear and tear on my body as much as I can anymore. I don't have the time to put out that I used to have before. So now it's all about doing proper form and techniques and making them correct. So if I can go back and talk to my younger self, it would be work smarter, not harder.
That was good. That was good. What's mine? Okay. For me to go back and talk to my younger self and kind of, it would probably be different than most because I was so raised on a shooting range, around firearms, around competing, around everything all the time, that I got fed up with it. And there was actually a time where I didn't enjoy it. So for me, it's kind of like I would go back and tell myself, listen, you got to find your own joy in it. You got to find what that is, because it's not going to be the same as what it is for everyone else. And kindle your own inspiration and fire for it yourself, because that's what I ended up doing. It just took me quite a while to find that. So find what you love, really, really pursue it, and don't feel like pressured into it. That's what I felt. I felt like I didn't like it because I was being pressured into it. So then when I left it and came back, I was like, oh, I do love you because I love you, not because other people want me to. So just, chill, find what you like, and really go after it. So thank you guys for kind of just checking in and watching, and I really hope that you follow us and SIG and everything in 2018. And we're here with Adrenaline Sports Media, and stay tuned for more of SHOT Show.